Okay, so we're given a function. This is in 4.4. F of x equals negative absolute value x minus 2, close absolute values, plus 1. And what I want to know is I want to find the open interval where the function's increasing. I want to find where it's decreasing. And I want to find where it's constant. Okay? So find the open interval. Now, open interval, that's a fancy way to say I want parentheses around my numbers or infinity. Okay? So an open interval as opposed to a closed interval has brackets. Okay? Now, increasing, decreasing, and constant. The best way I know how to do this is to look at my function. So I want to look at my function here. Okay? So in order to do that, I need to graph it. So when I graph this, okay, what's the parent function? Well, the parent function is the absolute value of x. And when I think absolute value, I think about v for value. Okay? So starting at the origin. Now, this isn't a plain Jane absolute value function. We've got a little bit of maneuvering going on here. Okay, so when I think about my maneuvering, I think, go back to that acronym, homeschool RV, okay? So horizontal, stretch, compress, reflect, and vertical shifts, okay? So what's my horizontal shift? I look on the inside. What's on the inside of my function here? It's x minus 2. The minus 2 tells me to go to the right 1, 2. Okay? Now, what's after that? Stretch or compress. What's out front? Well, it's just a 1. If there's no number there, it's understood to be a 1. So I don't stretch it or compress. Okay? Now, reflect. I have a negative 1, so I go from being a happy V down to a sad V. So I'm going to reflect it downwards. So, I started here and I shifted it to the right 2, but now I'm going to reflect it downwards like this. So this is the first one that I had, the second, and now this is the third where I'm at. Okay? All right. Now, the last thing I've got to do is my vertical shift. A vertical shift up 1. So I'm going to go up 1. So here's my graph. This is what it looks like right here. So now the question becomes, where is it increasing? Where is it decreasing? Where is it constant? When I'm looking at this, the only values I care about are my x values. Okay? So the x values, that's where it is. So that's where it is. Okay, that's the x value. So when I look at my x values for where it's increasing, where am I going uphill? When I read left to right, okay? So I'm going up, where? What values? From negative infinity all the way up to, what is this cutoff point? It's a 2. So I go from negative infinity to 2. Notice that I have a parenthesis here. I'll talk about that in a second. Okay, where am I decreasing? Where am I going downhill? I'm going downhill from 2 all the way out to infinity. From 2 to infinity, I'm going downhill. I'm decreasing. Okay? Where is it constant? You might be tempted to say it's constant at 2 itself, but I'm telling you, it's not constant anywhere. So you can put NA, you can put no, nah, I don't care, whatever, but just let me know that it's not constant. Okay? Now, I told you I'd talk about why I use parentheses here, and I didn't use brackets. Some students are tempted to use brackets. What's the difference between the parenthesis versus the bracket? Well, if I wrote negative infinity to 2 bracket, okay, bracket adds in that point x equal 2. Now let me explain to you in a picture why you can't add in a single point and say it's increasing there. If I just gave you a point right over here and I said, okay, at x equals 6 or something like that, how can I tell if I'm increasing at a single point? The only way to tell if you're increasing is if I'm comparing it to something else. So that's why we use an open interval, because I can always get a point that's between one point and another to compare it with. But if I'm at 6, I have no point to the left or to the right that I can compare with. Okay, so I don't know if it's increasing or decreasing at a single point. So all that to say, anytime we're telling you an interval where we're increasing or decreasing, it has to be on an open interval. No brackets, just parentheses.